Hello again, everybody. Welcome back. Another quick episode here. Banish the doubt. I have a simple question for you. Are you going off to a job this morning that you love? That you say, yep, this is who I am. This is what I've been desiring my whole life. I have a feeling I know this is who I am. I'm finally connected. And this job represents that. If you are, great. That's who you are. It drives you every day. You're full of you're invigorated every morning when you wake up. You feel like, yes, I'm living my life the way on my terms. This is who I am. This is what I love doing. Great. If you're not, and if you go into a job, which let me show you what that means, okay? If you're going to a if you're going to a job this morning, okay? This is where you're going. Okay? Job is J stands for just. O stands for over. And B, you can probably guess. That's what that stands for. Are you living are you living your life check to check? Your paycheck to paycheck? Is that how you're living? Because if this is where you're going, you're going to see the same people. You're going to push the same emotional buttons. Your boss is just a repeating loop of your psychological connection to judgment. Someone's judging you. That's why you have a boss. Let me ask you, when's it going to change? When? Another 10 years go by, 15, 20 years. I was coming out of the shopping mall, supermarket this morning, and I looked up at the board and it said happy anniversary. And it had the different people and how long they've been working at that job. And the top guy was 34 years this month. Now, I'm pretty sure that person didn't wake up 30 years ago, 34 years ago and say, I'm going there because that's my dream. This is who I am. This is why I'm here on this earth, to have a job, to live my life just over broke, to make another person rich. I have a brother in law who, for 20, almost 30 years, worked at a job. It was a managerial job, he was human resources. When he retired, however, the whole family said, whoa, where's this guy been all our life? Like, what happened to him all of a sudden? Because that's who he actually is. It's who he has always been. He's just been underneath the layers of frustration, of knowing he was going to a job every day and he didn't like it. It wasn't who he is. When you have moments throughout your day at that job, driving to, coming back home from, your break, lunch break, whatever it may be, take those pockets of opportunity and turn your car into a university on wheels. Listen to podcasts, listen to my videos, listen to others. Understand that the I am that is inside of you, is your true self. Understand that since you've been born, you've been programmed to have a job. You've been programmed by those before you who were programmed by this society and those before them to live paycheck to paycheck, to not tap into and then learn to trust that inner voice inside of you that says, this is who I really truly am. We've been programmed to be distracted by social media. I heard the other night, I heard of from the other night, this halftime performer. A lot of his music was directed at another artist. His life is consumed with drama, and millions of kids and people are sucked up into that. Why? Because this is how they've been programmed. It's about out there, them. Oh, yeah, let's watch these two people get at each other. And they don't understand that what they're watching reinforces this chemical rush within inside of them. The dopamine hit they get, it is temporary, and we need more. So they create unconsciously more drama in their life. And they're at a job every single day, a job, making somebody else rich, putting more money in their pocket. That job, you probably already heard within your life. If you haven't, understand this. You will never, ever, 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 ever get paid what you're worth at a job. They will always and only ever pay you what they feel you're worth. And then you will go, and if you have a new job, you will go, and I've seen this before, and I'm seeing it right now. Go and buy a house, and now you're locked in for the next 30 years into a mortgage, which is known, the mortgage is a death pledge. Do you have the guts to become rigorously honest with yourself and say enough? Not saying quit your job, but I'm saying to live each moment of your life honest with yourself. Know exactly who you are. Know who that little voice is inside and say, I'm going to connect with that. I'm going to stay connected to that for as long as I have to. And as you do this, as you start to tap into this, anger comes up, frustration comes up, allow it to come up, allow those emotions to come up. Understand that's just the old you wanted to hang on to that. This is comfortable. Being in a relationship is comfortable if it's not the right one. We live our life, now understand this, in a familiar phase or familiar sort of recurring theme day after day. It's not comfortable, it's familiar. And the root word of familiar is of the household, family. Well, where did you learn all this from? Your household and your family. This is why 20, 30, 40, 50 years into your life, maybe 30 or 40 years into your life, maybe in your 20s, but mostly 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, someone who knows you and knows your family can look at you and say, you're just like your mom or you're just like your dad. Why? Because this is who you are. This is the spell that you've been cast and put under. Think about that. Write down or make a recording of your perfect life. You wake up in the morning. What does it look like? What are you doing? Where are you going? Who are the people in your life? What does your house look like? If you don't have a house, what is your apartment? Is it an apartment or is it your house? If it's your house, is it established the way you would like it? Is the car you're driving the car or the car you in your imagination? Because those who live within that imagination sphere in this world, they create and they generate the biggest amounts, the largest amounts of wealth and money because they are trained themselves to live within that imaginary space. Just underneath that is communication, those who can communicate. And you will find as you're more connected to who you truly are, you're going to communicate a lot better. You can tell by people who are not connected. They use and a lot. You're going to talk to them like because they're too much in their brain. They're not present. I think I don't know. Maybe it's all here. It's all in their brain. When you know who you are, you know what you want, you know you will not settle. Your words are clearer. Your communication is clearer. This is where you want to get to. One day at a time, one thought at a time. You're deserving of this. You have suffered enough. You're enough. You are deserving. You are worthy of that lifestyle and living that life. Have a great day.